often think that monks meditated all day. We did not. Then we exercised from 7 to 7:30 for half an hour a day, which we were encouraged to do. Then we had breakfast, and then the monastery broke up. The monks broke up into 5 groups. There were 5 departments. One looked after the graphic design and web development. One looked after the finance and the endowments and paying the bills. One looked after the church congregation. One looked after the land. And we all went to work. So we worked till 12:30. 12:30 to 1, we were each assigned a place in the monastery to clean. So some cleaned the toilets, the pathways, the rooms. 1 to 1:30 was lunch. 1:30 to 3, we took a little nap, a little siesta. And then 3 to 6, we went back to work again in our respective departments. And then 6 to 7 was the free time. You could do whatever you want. Some monks exercised, some did carpentry. And then 7 to 9, we watched TV. And then at night, we went to bed.
You know the schedule like the back of your hand.
Oh, did it for 10 years.
10 years.
And my schedule was a little bit different after 3.5 years. After my guru died, I took on a little bit more of an intense schedule. Our temple in the monastery had a 24-hour vigil system, so every 3 hours there was a monk on duty in the temple. And this has been going on for about 46 years now. The monk was in the temple worshiping, doing chants, meditating, yoga, and it was really a shift, and my shift was from midnight to 3 a.m. So I would go to bed about 8:30 at night, wake up at 11:30, come in from my hot shower, change, get dressed up like this, be in the temple by midnight. It couldn't be a second late, and not I had to do another 3 hours. Be awake from midnight to 3 a.m. doing my spiritual practices, and then go to bed again by 3:30, wake up at 7:30 the next morning and go on with my day.
Okay, so you're holding a constant vigil in honor of him dying, or there was always a vigil?
It was always that.
Okay,
yeah.
so you took that on.
Yeah, and I did that for about 6.5 years, which was pretty intense.
Is that exhausting?
It was. And actually me and another monk did it, and so we did it. I did it for a month, then he did it for a month, and then we switched on and off. But waking up at 11:30 at night, for 6.5 years, going and doing practices from midnight to 3 a.m. was probably one of the most intense things I've ever done.
Okay.
Because that's the time when you want to sleep the most.
Right. And all of this makes you start to examine yourself, right?
Yes.
You go inside because there's not this artificial stimulus that we're so used to. So I'm having a hard day, I get on Twitter, I'm a little bit depressed, I get a Starbucks coffee, I do this, I can, call up a friend of mine and have a quick chat. So the rest of us are kind of putting these artificial stimuli.
I call them like patches, really.
Patches, okay.
Okay. Because if you're not feeling well, what do? You go online, right? You look at people standing at the bus stop for 10 minutes waiting for the bus. They get uncomfortable with being with themselves, they pull out the phone.